I had to really rediscover myself. So if you are in that situation, give yourself the grace and the space to find yourself again because you
Yes.
deserve it. You're
Yes.
an entire person, and this is your essentially one life, your one opportunity to experience how wonderful life can be.
Hmm.
And it can be wonderful. It's not just fantasy stuff. And that's where I was at in my life. I had so much negativity that I honestly thought maybe this powerful, positive love only exists in the movies.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy that you say that because I was right there too. I honestly thought all that romance BS was BS. It was just in the
Yeah.
movies. If I happened to see it out in public, it was just people putting on a display. It's so true. You really question all of that. Oh, that's so crazy that you say that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but that was the point where I was like, you know what? There can't be people out there whose whole jobs is to conspire a story about something that doesn't exist but would be nice to like
Yeah,
that
then
can't be a
reality
whole
sets in.
genre. And I'm like, if that's then it's gotta exist. And if it does exist, then why not for me?
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
And then that started off but what does that look like? What do I actually want?
You're
Like what
right.
kind of treatment? What kind of spouse? What kind of love and relationship? And so I literally created a list of like, this is what I want and this is what I don't want.
Mhm.
And was ready to get back out and dating a month after I have left my abuser because I was so done at that point.
Mhm.
I was like, I'm done. I know love has to exist. It's got to be there for me. And this is what I want. I've got a plan. I'm going to go find it, no matter how many first dates I got to go on. And there were tons. My mother was like, all right, have a good day. See you. See you later. And then we would chat about it. And I'd be like, this one didn't work because of this. And go and choose another first date and another one. And within like a month and a half, I found my now husband of 10 years. He adopted my 2-year old. We have
Hmm.
another child together, and we have not once had an argument.
Mhm.
And it's because I set boundaries about
Mhm.
what I wanted and what I didn't want. And there's just communicated those as well.
It's our lives are kind of parallel because I too, with my current husband, it was the same thing. I was done after I went through what I went through with the second husband and the first husband, and the craziness that happened in the second one. I really had to take a step back and go, okay, you got to figure this out because you can't repeat this again. This is crazy. And so I did the same thing, and I literally wrote out the things that were so important to me that were deal breakers. Like if you don't do this, it's a deal breaker, and the bad things. And yeah, and if you do this, this is a deal breaker too. And I was very and I just figured, you know what? He's out there. I'll find him. If it might take me a while. And I
Mhm.
too went on a lot of the first, meet. I call them meet and greets, and I hated it. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I felt like I was going to an interview. And I met my husband on probably one of the last meet and greets I went on. And it's true. And I actually do have that marriage that I always thought was fake.
Yeah.
We don't
I love
argue.
that.
We have open communication and we laugh and we have a great time. And, I trust him. He's my first safe place outside of therapy. So yeah, it's not because I'm special, right? It's not because I'm special.
It's that you set those boundaries for what you wanted and then you like communicated those and stuck to them. And that's a big thing, like consistently communicating and sticking to them.
Right.
Now, when I came out, like I said, it was been like a month, 2 months before I met my husband. I was still healing.
Hmm.
And knowing that, I communicated it with him. Like, I am healing from this
Yeah.
trauma. There are times where I'm going to come to you unsure of different things because I have been gaslit and lied to. And when I'm coming
Yeah.
to you, I'm not accusing you. I'm just essentially saying there's this response here. I need to communicate it and I just need support and like reassurance. And
Clarification. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I'm like, I may need it again and again. I might need it again tomorrow. And I just need you to continue to just reassure and show up for me. And we're going to continue to just communicate like adults and no arguing, because when I get yelled at, I shut down. And I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think that's healthy for
No.
building a relationship. So,
No, once you start yelling, you've lost control, and the conversation needs to take a break. You guys need to take a break for
absolutely.
sure. I mean, that's how my first marriage was, is that, it was yelling and screaming, and I hated it, but I grew up in that too. So I just took the chaos that I had in my childhood and just carried it into into the marriage. And it was frustrating. It was exhausting.